In this video, I'm going to tell you the truth about testosterone after 40 and as you continue to age before you spend $1 on TRT or a single test booster. And it's the opposite of what the clinics and the supplement ads are selling you. Your testosterone probably isn't low because you got older. It's low because of the 4 things that you actually control. And once you fix them, it's going to climb on its own. You're in your 40s, you're getting up there in your age, and the drive is not what it was. The energy dips, the belly fat's up, the workouts feel a little bit more flat, and somewhere there's a clinic that's telling you that your testosterone is tanked with your age, and they hand you a needle for life. Most men take that deal without ever asking the real question. By the end, you'll know exactly why your testosterone is low, the 2 traps that'll cost you the money, and your own hormone production, and exactly how to raise it naturally. My name is Noel Nome. I'm a pro football player for the Toronto Argonauts in the CFL. I was a D1 wide receiver and 2-time team captain at Eastern Washington University, and I'm the founder of Make It Happen Coaching, where I've coached over 100 high performers, and a lot of them were in a similar position where they were convinced that they needed TRT until we got to the root of the real problem. Stay till the end. I'll give you guys the free breakdown of exactly how to raise it naturally, and I'll tell you where to grab it. We're going to cover 3 things today: why it's not your age, the real levers that control it, and the 2 traps to avoid. Almost every man, as they get older into their 40s, has this backwards. Let's get into this. The first lie is it's not your age. They have told you that is your age, and that is just not true. What it actually is these 4 factors. And the first one being your body fat. Age does lower testosterone, as we see here, guys, but barely, as you can see. There was a study done in Massachusetts, and this is the landmark study on testosterone, especially as you get older. And what it showed was that testosterone falls only, as you guys can see in this graphic, 1 to 2% per year. Do that math from your 20s to your 40s, and it's a small, very slow slide. So if age only takes up 1%, like I said, what is it actually? It's these 4 factors. It's what's piled up underneath. Your body fat, your poor sleep, your chronic stress, and no real training. Those 4 are going to tank your testosterone faster than any amount of time ever would. Your lifestyle is doing this, not your birthday. And that is really good news because you can't change your age, but you can change all 4 of these things I'm showing you. Stop blaming the number on the amount of candles that are on the cake. The real thing that is causing this, you control. And once you see how each one of these works, it's liberating. And this is the key idea that no one talks about. Testosterone is downstream. What do I mean when it's downstream? What I mean by that is that, well, if we start with body fat, fat tissue literally runs an enzyme that converts your testosterone into estrogen. So the more fat that you carry, the lower your testosterone goes. That's why in a 2024 study that was done, they followed men losing weight and watched their testosterone climb up as the fat came off. You don't raise testosterone to lose the fat. You lose the fat and your testosterone comes out. It's a lot like comes up. Sorry, a lot like our my client here, Jared, 41 years old, first time he's ever gotten a 6-pack before, gotten that lean in his life. All we did was fix these 4 things. We use metabolic priming. We reuse the systems that we have with all of our clients at Make It Happen Coaching, and it got him in the best shape of his life. And he would tell you it's easy. That's 40 pounds down, and as you can see, lean, built muscle, dialed up, and that in turn raised his testosterone, which made everything easier. The next things that we do, right, is obviously sleep. And this one is the most brutal and very, very studied by research. They took young, healthy men and cut them to about 5 hours of sleep for 1 week. And their testosterone dropped 10 to 15% in 1 week. That's a decade of aging erased by a single bad sleep habit. And then the next one is stress. So we get the sleep going, we're losing the fat, we do all that stuff. The next one was stress. And they found that in a 2022 review, chronic stress and then aggressive low carb crash dieting, which is what a lot of you that watch this channel tend to lean towards, raises cortisol and drags testosterone down with it. Fat, sleep, stress, every lever that's tanking your testosterone is a lever that you are in control of. So all we have to do is fix the inputs, and then testosterone is going to raise on its own. A lean, trained, rested 50-year-old out hormones his, soft, exhausted peers every single time, which is exactly why the two things most men reach for are the two things that waste their money or their boosters. So if we come down here really quickly to these boosters, guys, that a lot of you tend to focus on. When a man decides that his testosterone is low, he's going to reach for one of two things. And both of these are usually a pretty big mistake. Now, I'm not saying in every situation, obviously, there is exceptions to every rule, but this is the vast majority. Trap number one is testosterone booster supplements. First of all, these are a scam. As you can see here, 90% claim to boost testosterone, 25% of them have any sort of evidence. And then if we like, there's a negative connotation to this too. 10% of them could actually lower your testosterone. So supplements are no, not good. These are a scam. There was a study that proved this in 2020, and they reviewed 50 of the most popular T boosters, and 90% claimed to raise your testosterone, like I said, but only, a quarter had any evidence, and some of them actually made it worse. So trap number two is the opposite extreme. If you guys jump right into TRT, and like I said, to be fair, TRT is a real medical tool, and with someone with a genuine clinical deficiency, it helps. But it's not the first move at all. And if you're not doing these other four things right, it literally doesn't make sense. It's a Band-Aid to a massive gash that you've opened up with a machete. So the moment you put testosterone in from the outside, your body's going to stop making its own. And I've seen, oh my goodness, so many occasions where men lose their drive. It's a really sad thing that can happen. This can mean it's going to shut down your natural production and your fertility, and potentially for life. So this is a decision. If you are going to do this, do it with a doctor. Be so careful after you fix these inputs, not instead of fixing them, right? You can see that the order is all jacked up. A supplement can't fix a lifestyle problem, and a needle should never be the first answer to that problem. Earn it naturally first. And then, like I said, if you still need that help, which I almost guarantee you that you won't, you make that call from a position of strength. Give you guys 3 actionable takeaways off this video, like why it's so important, guys. I really want you to be smart with this as you take this away. Number 1, get lean. Body fat's going to convert your testosterone to estrogen. So it's the biggest lever that you can have is just getting in the best shape of your life. 2, sleep 7 hours plus. It's the fastest, most proven way to protect your testosterone. And guess what? It's free. 1 bad week will measurably drop it. 3, lift, eat enough protein, do those basics. And if you are ready to jump on from those basics, we can talk about getting into our metabolic priming method and how we use metabolic priming to get you guys looking like this guy right here, right? We gain muscle. You're not getting into this crazy deficit. We're minimizing stress, cortisol. We're maximizing all these things that I just mentioned to get results like we do for people like Jared, who is a founder, father of 2. Like, he's not just some bro with all the time in the world. He's married, and he's got a real career, real company, people leaning on him. And when he implemented these things, he didn't need to go get all these testosterone boosters, this, that. No. He just had the system. He had a coach. He had someone that was guiding him through these principles, these systems, and now he can take it for the rest of his life and got in the best shape of his life. The first time he got a 6-pack was when he was 41. So it can happen at any time, and anything is possible. We got him lean. We fixed his sleep. We pulled him off the crash diets, and this is what happened. What we do, this is not for everybody. If you want a quick fix in a syringe, there's a clinic that you can go do that at. But if you're a high performer and you want to earn it and have a system that's going to get you long-term, forever lasting results, this is for you. So if you'd rather get your testosterone up the real way, get lean, sleep, train, lower the stress, be dialed, and build your actual life, or have it built around your life that's busy and has all these things. That's exactly what we do inside the Bulletproof Shred system. So go message me on Instagram, shred@NoelNoel on Instagram, or you guys can go to the link down below and just book in a strategy call with us, and we'll see what it would look like to build our systems into your life and see if it's a good fit. It is not for everybody, only for those high performers, like I said, those 6-figure earners that are really looking to take everything to the next level and be the best that they can be so they can maximize their income and impact. I appreciate you guys. Comment down below if you guys have any questions. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make it happen. Out.